Welcome back to It's Tool Thing. Today with an update on a couple of tools and my thoughts, and actually a short tool haul of just a few items that I picked up this last weekend. Didn't get much. Might as well get the tool haul stuff out of the way. I got these two spoons. They're not branded or anything. The guy at the tool place thought I'd need them. I'm not 100% sure, but prying tools are always handy. I think they're for maybe putting tires on or something. I'm not quite sure. But paid $4 for the pair of them. I don't know. We'll see how they. I could see where maybe that'd come in handy. I wish they were just a little bit skinnier on the end here. But we'll see. $4. Wasn't too worried about it. The only other thing I got for $4 was this 15/16 12-point crow's foot. It's a Martin. It's not stamped USA, but most of the time Martin stuff's USA. You can see the crumbs coming off a little bit right there by my finger. It's hard to read the name though, but I'm pretty sure it says Martin. It looked like a decent quality one. I think I actually have one already, but I was going to throw it in the shop truck. That way I got one on both ends. Something I need on occasion. So that's all I picked up this weekend. Didn't get much, or this last weekend. But I've been using these tools here quite a bit, and I kind of want to go over a few things that I've really enjoying about them. First off, I mean, this is just your regular snap-on, extra long ratchet. In particular, it's this bit here, though. I've got the Blue Point set. This one here is a 40 millimeter, which is the one I seem to be using quite a bit. Part number BLPTS 1440. There's some places where I have this T40 and I can get this set up in where this regular snap-on, so you got them lined up roughly about the same. You can barely get it in, and you certainly can't get a ratchet on it. I've used this quite a few times doing Allison transmission removals. And I actually done two of them here in the past couple of days on the same kind of vehicle, and I thought I'd point that out. I've been really happy with these. I've had no issues. My big concern usually is losing them. They seem like they're small enough I could see where if I don't keep close tabs on it. But that height difference I can get my finger behind it and kind of push it in a little bit and whatnot, because I can get this bit in there. I just can't get a ratchet on it. In the past, I've had to use like a 1/4 inch bit on a little itty bitty bit driver. This extra length really comes in handy. And then a tool that I actually wish I would have bought before. I'd heard a lot of people talk about these mountain style wrenches. This set is actually mounting my standard set. I've only gotten a little use. I've only had these standard ones for a few, but and I just grabbed the few that I was actually just currently using. The fit and finish on it seems okay. I do like the fact that they actually stamped them in there instead of laser etching. I just went with the Cornwell for the other ones for ease of warranty, because I figure at some point, I haven't broke one, and I'm careful not to put a whole bunch of torque on these. I know they're really long, and it begs you to do it. But I try to get a regular zero offset wrench in there or something to break it loose, and then use this to wheel it out. I've been using these on bell housings for Allison's quite a bit. They're working out really well. 16 millimeters, 17 millimeters, the ones I've been using currently. For now, you can see a 15. But yeah, I've been pretty impressed with them. I haven't had any problems with the spline drive. I haven't broken any, like I said. But the spline drive has been fine. It's this offset, though, that's making all the difference. Because a lot of times on the lower bell housing bolts on the bigger Allisons, you can't get a ratcheting wrench in there. You can get a socket or a wrench, box-in wrench. But you can't get a ratcheting wrench because the thickness right here is just a little too much on at least all the other ones. But with this little bit of offset, I can get it to squeeze in there. Having this up against the transmission like this, and the only issue I've been having a little bit is hitting the shifter, because there's usually a webbing pretty close to the bolt holes. Not a big issue. You just got to be careful how far you swing it. It is a little annoying, but to be honest, this is probably a better placement than here. So yeah, I got to say, these mountain style wrenches, I wish I would have invested in them, let's say, years ago. I actually would like to have these in, or at least this zero offset really, in wrenches that are half the length. I think that'd be pretty handy too, because there's times where you can't get this wrench in due to length. But I mean, I know it's a job by job thing. I was using this 17 quite a bit actually on this current job, doing some of the bell housing bolts. And this one here is an LCT, one of the smaller transmission housing cells. And I'm able to get in there and run the bolts in with this offset. Like I said, I did have a little bit of shifter hit contact. And usually, unless I go to a quarter drive adapted with a shallow extension, you can't get in there, or a shallow socket I should say. You can't get in there with anything other than just a regular wrench. Just as a reference here, this snap-on torque wrench here, regular split beam style, I have the low profile 17 millimeter I was just currently using on this job, torquing the bell housing bolts, and it's all you can do. I mean, you really got to work to weasel this thing past the obstructions of the case. You can get them in there and you get it torqued, but anything longer, even a standard length socket that's only, shoot, I don't even know, quarter inch longer maybe, give or take, standard impact socket, snap-on, will not fit. This barely squeaks in there, but as a size comparison, these are both 17 millimeter. You can easily get this, oops, get it lined up a little bit better. There we go. You can easily get this zero offset ratcheting wrench in there and wheel those things in. Now you say, as you can see here, you've got a lot of clearance. Also, being that it's a pass-through basically design, it's pretty easy to get on there too, because you can slide over when the bolt's extended. It's easy to get in there and still get on the fastener, whereas this one here, you would have to use something else, basically run it all the way in to be able to get it in there to even torque it. And that's why I use this here. So in my humble opinion, these are definitely a good tool to have. I think the price is a little high on them still though. I mean, I got them on sale, or this set was used, this set was on sale I guess, or whatever. I don't remember exactly what I paid for them. It was about $200 for this set, for the standard set, and I want to say this one was about $200 if I remember right. You'd have to check my old video. It was somewhere in there for this set, which I could have gotten a set of the mountains for roughly the same price, but like I said, I went with the Cornwell. Also, the Cornwell's got the laser etching. And this slide is actually, it's not too bad, but I actually would prefer it to be engraved, at least the size. I also like having the brand engraved too, just for warranty purposes, because if you manage to wear this thing off, that could be a potential warranty denial. They'll be like, oh, I don't know if it's mine. My Cornwell guy is not the best with that, I guess. I haven't had too many problems, to be honest. I don't warranty a lot of stuff unless I really have something broke. But some of the other guys complain about him, say he doesn't like to take care of things, or he's a little unwilling, I guess. He'll do it to a point. So that's my thought on the mountain style wrenches and this Blue Point quarter drive extra short bits. Definitely a good option too. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think? I know it sounds like everybody's a fan of these mountain wrenches. You think they're worth the buy? As always, have a great day.